Yin, and we're back with another reaction. And today I'm here with
Gabbin, and today we are going to be watching Lilly Singh's Superwoman II $7 moment. This is on the Rock channel.
Hi, my name is Lilly Singh. I go by Superwoman on YouTube. I am a huge fan of The Rock. I know everything about him. And I'm thrilled to be on this channel once again. And so happy to share with you my $7 moment. My $7 moment was definitely my last year of university. University because I'm Canadian, not college. I mean university. I was getting my psychology degree because, to be honest, that's what my sister did. I was in my last year of getting this degree, just hating my life, to be honest. Nothing really truly made me happy. And that's because, growing up, I always used to be really fun and really creative. I grew up, in an Indian household, but I was always the tomboy and the loud one and the life of the party in the middle of the dance circle. I wanted to be this larger than life person, but somehow through school and pressures, I convinced myself that, oh, okay, I actually just have to go to school. I was sitting there not being creative and hating my life. Somehow that threw me into this bout of depression for about a year, which was really strange for me because growing up, yeah, I had family problems and I had, problems at school, but I never really was that phased for such a long amount of time. I had no goals and ambitions, and anyone who knows me now would be like, what? I remember there were so many times, there were so many friends that would try to reach out to me and I would ignore their phone calls. I didn't have an appetite. I would literally lie in bed most of the day doing nothing. I literally thought that, no, your purpose in life is to be sad now, and this is who you're going to be, a sad person who does nothing. During depression, I think some of the weirdest things for me were the things I would convince myself I was not worthy of. Even just like walking down the street, I would get very uncomfortable being around people because I used to feel like everyone is looking at me because I'm clearly this person who exudes negative energy. Really, I just needed to love myself, I think, and I didn't know how to, and I didn't think I was worthy enough to. A lot of people don't know this, I even came up with this scheme in my mind to restart my life where I would move across the world, and I went as far as sitting my family down and saying, hey, there's nothing for me in Toronto, I'm going to move to India. To the point where my parents started crying. Every morning I would wake up and just feel like the worst version of myself all over again. Something inside me was just stop. Yeah. Dude, is this who you want to be? And maybe when university ended, I thought, okay, that chapter's done. What's next? And I think the what's next prompted me to, well, let's make sure it's not that, whatever you were experiencing during that period of your life. The discovery of YouTube really helped because when I was in this bout of maybe I can be creative, lo and behold, I discovered a YouTube video, and it was someone in their house making a video. It was a comedy video being creative. And I thought, wait a minute, this is a thing? People make videos for random people on the internet? It's a thing! They were bad. My videos were bad. They were not funny. They were not good. I'm awkward. A part of me was also but are you actually good at this, or are you still worthless and not worthy of people watching your videos? And all the same doubts again. Anyone who's been through depression knows that it's not something that you just are oh, I'm depressed. JK, no, I'm not anymore. It's very much so a battle that's constant. There's ups and downs. You can have the best day and tomorrow be no, never mind, we're actually back to depressed. I'm in Mexico. I'm with my family. Wonderful resort. I should be happy. This is a happy scenario. There's palm trees. There's hot men. There's alcohol. There's colorful drinks. There's a drink called Superman. I remember sitting there, everyone was cheersing, and I felt extremely unhappy. I wandered to the beach in the middle of the night. Don't try this at home. And I sat in the dark on the sand for an hour, just talking to myself. And this is probably the first time in my life that I had a major talk with myself. And I said, hey, you know what you are right now? You're ungrateful because you are in this amazing place with amazing people, healthy, food on your plate, so much going for you, and you are sad. Let's figure it out. I talked to myself for an hour on that sand. I decided that the moment I landed back in Toronto, I am going to put 2,000% of my effort into YouTube and into creating. I got up off the sand, I finished the trip in Mexico, I landed, and from then, every single day has been writing scripts, it has been editing videos, it has been teaching myself how to do those things, creating this life for myself that was full of all the positive vibes and energy I need. And it was a hard journey because I sucked a lot of the times, and I got rejected a lot of the times, and sometimes I was too weird, and sometimes people said I was too loud or too ghetto or my skin's the wrong color or whatever it is. But I was like, no, I know what it feels like to be unhappy and not have a hustle, and this is my happy that I'm going to create. And that was Superwoman. So Superwoman is a superhero that essentially saved Lilly. I learned that fighting for happiness is one of the hardest things you'll ever fight for. It's the only thing worth fighting for. And if you fight for it, if you decide to be happy, and if you really, really just dig deep and listen to your inner voice, it is possible for everyone. Thank you so much for listening to my $7 moment. I hope it was inspirational in some way to you. Huge thank you to Dwayne for allowing me to be on his channel and for being such a massive inspiration to me. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Also, if you like what I talk about and kind of like me, if you kind of sort of maybe, I make videos on the internet. You can check out my channel. It'll be somewhere there. And I wrote my first book. It's called How to Be a Boss. It's available LillySinghBook.com. If you want to check that out, that would be really super cool. Other than that, go conquer life, because you're going to nail it. Bye.
Cool. Well, now we know what a $7 moment is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, guys, comment down below. Let us know what you guys think about Lilly's $7 moment.
Yeah, that was pretty depressing.
Yeah, I was kind of on the dark side, but at least we know that she built her way back up, and then she didn't let depression get her. But
Yeah.
you should never let that get you. So,
Yeah, guys.
kudos to her for that.
Find something positive that, you know, that you can really grow with, you know.
Yeah, and then do it because you love it. Don't do it because someone's pressuring you to do it, or because you feel like...
Or everybody else is doing it.
Well, yeah, or you feel like I have to do it in order to do anything in life. Do it because it makes you happy, for sure.
Yeah.
So, subscribe in that really pretty red box.
Smash that like button down below. Make sure you sign up for post notifications. It's your boy Yin.
And I'm Gabbin. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.